Is it true you're hunting down terramorphs? Wow. Is there anything in the galaxy that can't find?
Don't you just love bad jokes?
You are entering United Colony space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Won't lie.
Captain, I believe your ship will perform more efficiently if you bring me on board.
I haven't picked up any kind of frequency or signal coming from it.
That doesn't mean much. This thing could be emitting something we can't even detect. As far as we know, we could be building a gigantic bomb that will blow up as soon as we finish it. Or maybe it's some kind of interstellar children's toy.
Why would either of those things give the Discoverer visions and music? It's a message. I'm sure of it.
We just have to hope that finding more of the pieces will give us some clue.
I hear that. Moving forward sometimes means fumbling around in the dark. I think Cora and I can use some downtime, but you let me know if you ever want to team up again. Oh, and since it tends to come up, me and my Rugrat co-pilot work as a team. That's non-negotiable. If I'm coming with... Likewise, you know where to find us.
I hope you're having a good day.
I have been idle here for a long time. I believe Barrett would describe this state as...
The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it. But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier. So, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC. It's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War, former head of the UC Navy. They called him Ve Victus, woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin, a title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come. I'm the last. A few of my siblings, they passed when we were young. Training accident. But most of the rest were deployed to the front lines during the Colony War, and they never came back. Not a day goes by where I don't think about what... He would have happily told you he was one of the greats. Ultimately, though, it didn't matter. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot. Freestar Collective, and the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC entry. So I really appreciate you saying that. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to or if you've got any last-minute business? No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep... Then I guess it's just a...
All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Sounds like our cue. Here we go.
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
That's quite the leap, Captain. Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium.
I would also ask how many deaths the Cabinet requires to act. 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties, Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
That is worth considering. This attack took place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack, will we be so lucky?
Yes, a fine point, Admiral. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
I'm inclined to agree.
As am I.
I suppose that does get to the heart of the point, doesn't it? Very well. I consent. The galaxy was lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to... What was that?
Attention. An incident has occurred. Facility lockdown engaged.
Incident? Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terramorphs.
Terramorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Good God.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. The nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming, and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, ma'am. Captain, I'm right behind you. Let's get down there. We need to find out what happened here.
Thank God you got here when you did.
Yeah, what the hell happened back there, Captain? There's no excuse for using lethal force here. Or you could have used the EM gun like you were ordered. These are lives you're playing with here, so get your head in the game. Understand? Now, officer, the way those people were acting, I've seen...
I don't know. We tried to, but some of the other officers...
Pheromonic projection. Some terrible. It affects everyone. You kill the morph... I honestly was just... But no, you don't need to worry about me. I've had a Terramorph trial. So we'll just have to make sure to... I'm not suggesting. The result of the projection, though, can vary, and some lose control. Those cases, you'll either... Well, you better keep that EM weapon loaded then.
That's unlocked. Please.
Creatures locked down on the landing pad, barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before. One fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over anymore. Force things down and do it fast. We hold them as best we can. Spare the one fire team. As I need holding this perimeter.
Heard you might be looking for some backup. You say the word.
You two have any experience with Terramorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here. But we know...
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a fire.
We're not UCC. not afraid. But we'll stay here and hold the line if that's what you want. You're the experts. Roger that. We're on you. Hate getting all worked up over nothing.
Whatever. It's out there. I'm ready.
We just want to be friends.
All sides! They're all around us! Fall back! Fall back! You're not so tough!
Shoot to kill.
Secure.
I'd like the chance to study that.
Let's see how quickly.
I don't want to think what would have happened if you two hadn't been here.
Just glad we could rise to the occasion. Captain, we should report back to the President. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
Attention. The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all clear.
That's a relief to hear. Thank you, gentlemen. Let you... Captain? Hadrian? It would appear that the Cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today. Your concerns about the Terramore?
Thank you, ma'am.
No, you two are... Now, today's event, you will have our full support in collecting the Terramore. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right place. As such, the Cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian. As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and...
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed, first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective, someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and the Cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative. The Cabinet wants progress, and wants it quickly. There's also no diplomat alive that can claim they helped keep a cadre of terramorphs off the embassy doorsteps. We do. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data. So... it has its perks. Only citizens can purchase property in the city. There's also a credit disbursement when you first join. Help get you on your feet, but above all, you'd become a debt. I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in with Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs. You should be able to find her in her office. And on behalf...
I'm gonna go check in with Chief Engineer Kulkarni. Start getting a plan together for that data.
What? Oh, sorry, just... Terramorph attack.
Chief, I've seen these orders. A Vanguard captain. You... Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require. That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second-in-command. I heard you were instrument. I was also informed that you gave Chief Yassine wants you. We're going to do, and that means Someone paid attention. Access to the UC. Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. Get them both, and you'll... I couldn't agree more. Both ambassadors have reasons they won't. Now, I'll provide guidance on... And I do mean... Though that... But it does mean we need to get... Who do you want to start with? The good. Now, officially, our office. Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat. And who knows? But my. Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure. We just need to find the squeeze. You see intelligence, but getting. So. Now, But there's also. All right. Here. Your diplomatic ID. And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to... Ambassador Balmore, when the rest of... He's sick, though, claiming to know. It does. We're not 100. Like his public appearance. Scans of... Your task is to... I have no doubt. Now, the embassy... Here. This device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. And fair warning. Now, if you have additional questions, I'd suggest be smart out there, Captain.
Hope you're finding everything you need. I know we're safe now. Oh, please, take a look. Appreciate the business. If you don't see what you want, feel free. Oh, please, take a look. Thanks for coming in.
Hi, Captain. Good to see you.
Another successful jump! This is Freestar Space. Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband. Scan.
those Faroon zealots worship a snake? You telling me?
All sorts in Aquila City.
Let me know if you need anything. Welcome to the best mineral dealer in town. Lousy. So far, I've kept them at bay. They got all their tricks. Of course. But that's my problem. Here's my current inventory.
Ashtar are sometimes spotted by the farms. That's why we only use robots outside the walls.
Could I get
Got a moment to hear about the Low House? It means a lot to me, and to others. Good to know there's still some... The Low House is a place where folks down on their luck can get a hot meal. More importantly, I run the place. Trying to, anyway. Look, I'll be honest with you. We get a little help from... It takes credit to provide. If you can spare a few... Thank you. I don't know if you believe in karma. Sincerely, thank you for your donation. If you're serious, Philborn Agricultural Systems fits basically, but their latest IntelliWheat shipment is late. I'm not worried. Could you ask Sarah Philborn what the... This is a huge help. If there's anything you can do to speed up the wheat delivery, please do. I'll have more work for you when you get...
Step right in, ma'am, and feast your eyes on the marvelous arrangement.
Nobody's allowed outside the city walls after nightfall.
Mr. Tate, is a realtor. Try it.
It's true. My husband runs one of the most successful businesses in the Freestar Collective. But I still think we can do better. If you're here for Weston, he's underfoot somewhere. Either here, but please, if it's about that brewing nonsense, kindly leave. They don't need any more. Oh, sorry. My nerves are frayed. So many people coming and going for the company. Weston, that's my husband. Well, he's never been what I'd call a dreamer or a visionary. His brother Henry's the creative one, but he seems to have lost interest in growing the company. And Filburn Agricultural Systems could provide the whole of the settled systems with food, not just Aquila City. Seems those two are... That's for sure. Well, you didn't come here to hear me natter on. Anything else? And try to come between Weston and his brother? Oh, I've tried to drop hints and make suggestions. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, of course. The company's healthy, and Weston... I'd like to help, you know? I'd like to be a part of things. I suppose I should just accept my lot and try to find peace. Well, the stakes are huge. With further R&D on IntelliWheat, the entire settled systems could be... Surely that's worth some... Right now, it's tailored to Aquila's biomes, allowing wheat to flourish in places it normal. But if Henry applied himself, who knows where... He may be frustrating, but Henry's the smartest person I've ever... Just don't tell him that. Exactly. Henry's pet project is tied to market, but his margins are tight. What? Oh god, no. Like stale, or like it's... The next big batch of beer is almost done brewing in our factory. You just need to find a way to break in without getting caught by the guard and tamper with it. Then just wait a day or so and see how the batch goes over at the store. Do that, and I'll pay you handsomely. Weston needs to get his... I know, we're late. It's been this whole frustrating episode. Short version, the farming equipment outside the walls needs to be manually rebooted. But the guards aren't going to be able to send people to fix it for days. We're committed to helping the unfortunates on the stretch, but the Ashta are just... You would do that? If you get it rebooted, I'll get the harvest going ASAP. I'll talk with my husband, but I'm sure we could arrange payment. You'd be helpful. Just be careful.
them about the Ashta? We got a big old sign. Danger. If they open up the gate and go out there, it's on their own.
Can't do this alone, Annie. He helped with the bank robbery. I'm sure he'll help us.
Stranger! Stranger! Come here! Should we warn them about the Ashta? We got a big old sign. Danger. If they open up the gate and go out there, it's on their own head. Best you stay inside. If not, your funeral.
It's just the lack of... Hopefully, you're not some UC drone. We're running to spacers?
The emergency fund's empty, so please, hurry. That is good news. What was the whole... Oh, that... Aren't they outside the walls? Wait, please, don't risk yourself like that. If anyone got hurt... I hate to ask it. Everything runs on charity. And a new face may ease up the person. It's touch and go, sometimes. Pests are too much, and they could too little. So, the mayor, Elias Cartwright, has always been generous to us, but it's been a while since he's donated. Raisha Lands is a huge benefactor. Both of those are routine. The last is a long shot. If you could convince Duncan Lynch to give us anything, heck, a single credit even. You are a breath of... Once you're done with that, come back. This means a great deal to me, and the community.
Hello there. So good to see you. Good to meet you, friend. Name's Elias Cartwright. I'm the mayor of Aquila City. Now, I've got a memory for faces, and I can't say I've seen yours around here before. I make it a point to introduce myself to everyone who passes through our fine city. As the founder himself once said, there's no substitute for a warm welcome and a friendly smile. Ah, that'd be Solomon Coe, who stuck a shovel in the ground right here over 160 years ago. That first settlement grew to become the city you see today. Yes, indeed, this place has a... That's why I like... You're more than well. As I'm sure you know, us folk in the Freestar Collective put great... I like to think that's what sets us... We don't rely on machines or bureaucracy. I won't pry about what brought you here. That's... However, I'd be more than happy to give you the scoop. Midtown's where most of the business and trading gets done. It's not as old as the core, As the name might suggest, it's mostly farmers and other... Ah, you must be... It's home to the largest and oldest cantina in town. As mayor of the Free Star, I like to think that means they're all... I have to say, You really are newer. Aquila's every bit as... Foremost among them is the Ashtar. They're quick, I'd tell you more, as long as you stay on the right side of it. The core is the oldest district and represents the original settlement dating back to the descendants of the... Frank's just the latest owner of the old Hassanov manor, but it's been a problem since there's no wrong that can't right, and hence... Of course. The last Hassanov, by all accounts, she packed. It didn't take long before... A lot of folks thought, so I need someone to... I swear I'll honor her wishes. And if it happens to kick... You are a blessing. Zahar's farm. I don't want this whole... Be careful. And look out for yourself. Like I said, be careful. What day is it? Oh, shoot. I'll send over my usual monthly... She truly is a wonder. And with the building project, there may be a day when... I'll talk with Amira later. I didn't mean to cause any problem. Between thwarting bank robberies and helping, you have the city's thanks. Have a wonderful visit.
Council of Governors meeting our very own.
Aquila City is bustling. The Trade Authority looks to partner with local governments. The Trade Authority has a firm policy of not getting involved in internal matters. We're neutral in all affairs of the government. Sorry. I'm done discussing this matter. You'll see mission board, several companies. I do have need of a courier. A simple job, the timetable, but it requires discretion. That's what's on the paper is for... Take this message to the Den. There's a Trade Authority rep there, Marcel. Just give the paper to him. If you could take a roundabout path, and that's the last we will speak. If you ever need to deal with the Trade Authority, drop by.
So we had to clean up the graffiti on the range again. Why don't we
Aquila's
just
one of the oldest cities in the settled
It's
systems.
not like
I'm pleased you chose to visit us today. Indeed. As a matter of fact, they're made in this very building. You're standing in the store I designed and manufactured. When a CEO distances herself from the customer, here I get to see what Plus, it's better than... Oh, So Amira has some help? Good. Laredo Firearms prides itself in helping. I'll send Justin over to... Well, if the Rangers think the Low House needs more, I'll tell Amira that Laredo is ready. Is there anything else you want to talk? Right away. I need someplace to put the prototypes through their paces. It stinks.
I heard Mr. Wright's gonna be looking for an apprentice.
If you're looking for a sidearm, I recommend Laredo's Firearms Factory. Right here.
The Cartwrights have been Don't let Raisha fool you. And Raisha increased her donations. Substantially. Very substantially. I don't know what to... No word from the Trade Authority. I'm sorry I even asked. I like to believe everyone is capable of empathy and compassion, but people...
Least we could do is give them a good meal.
I don't mean to be callous, but working with the Low House,
I didn't say that, but... Sarah Philborn gave me these credits to give to you for your help with the... You more than deserve.
Dansons are good people, Axel.
You remember the Colony Wars? Because I do. I lost kin. Now you expect me to...
Those credits are from the great, and I wouldn't take a single one. I have one more thing for you to do. But this is part of the Intelliwit harvest. I'd like you to deliver it. I want you to see the fruit. Seeing the different service, this means a great deal to me.
I was so scared. Amira said to expect you. This sweet and I genuinely, you have no idea. Over here in Aquila, it's humbling to see. On behalf of my family, of my daughter, bless you.
Lead on a job. For you. walk 2 steps without running into a bar. It's not been a door like that.
He kicked the ball over the wall. Over the wall!
I get tired of being ordered around. I want to be my own boss.
But List, that's like walking a tightrope without a safety.
I come from a line of farmers. Good ones, too. I just need a patch of land, the rights lady, and we could make a good life.
And what if a spacer comes up? The Rangers won't help you out of freestyle space.
I've been practicing at the firing range. I can hold my own.
Just keep your gun holstered during your stay. You'll be good in my book.
I've already contacted List. Just waiting to hear back.
Be careful if you run into those eclectic jerks. Fly around the window.
Rock might have some work for someone like you.
Howdy.
No time to chat.
Kinda in the middle of something here.
How are you?
Oh, looks like we got another pocket world.
Kind of weird reaching out to them instead of the other way around, isn't it? Pretty convinced.
Roach?
I know, I trust you, but the record streak. I'm only one away. Again.
Roach!
Know what happened the last time I was paired up? I don't want it.
Roach!
This new one to... What?
Our new potential recruit. He's
standing right here. Yeah, I said I know. I'm aware of his presence, have been since he walked in the door. I said what I said. I stand by it. And rookie, don't you dare let me down. You got a lot to prove around here.
The hunt continues. I hope you farewell. You're prompt. Good trick. Anyhow, we can talk about punctuality or we can get down to business. I am agent number 1, or it seems you've decided to entertain our offer. A drop of enthusiasm can create an ocean of... However, it is not as simple as accepting and taking an oath. You must be tested in the field. Do you have any questions before we proceed? The mission boards are merely a tool we use to expand our reach to freelancers who either do not have the capability. To put it simply, those bounty. Excellent. Before we accept you as an official tracker, to that end, I would like you to first accept the available bounty on the wanted display on the nearby wall. Then report.
What are you standing around for when there's fugitives on the loose?
Once you are a tracker, you may not get a briefing like this for your missions. You'll be expected to handle them by yourself. Excellent. The target for this mission is admittedly one of our toughest. Not because of how dangerous he is, but because his name is Hannibal Eutropio. He's wanted for 94 counts of spaceship grip. We have reason to believe he runs a chop shop somewhere out in the fringes, but we do not know. Luckily, we have intel that one of his associates, Adrastos Dakota, for your first mission, you were assigned a partner, Roach. He will have... Not for this mission. Not if you want to be a trucker. Roach is there to assess your competence. If he says you are not fit for the job, I wish you the best of luck.
You ever want to learn from the best? Hey, so, about earlier, when you first arrived.
What's up, Dick?
You've been doing this a while, huh? The whole tracker thing, I mean.
You could say that.
And Roach hasn't been doing it nearly as long, right? But he keeps going on about almost...
Oh, you do? Here's the thing. I don't want you thinking I'm some sort... But at the same time, I'm serious. I've seen how some...
Well, even if I did care about such things, which I don't...
The record for consecutive successful bounty missions is held by a track. 372 consecutive bounties brought in. That's 372 with no escapes. I was a legend around here, but don't bring him up. Good. Now let's get down to business. This Adrastos guy is our ticket to finding him.
Roach is very good at...
Great. Adrastos was last sight. Once we do, we'll convince him to chat with us. By force, if need be.
No comment.
Easy. I assume you've used your scanner to find resources? Well, I'll even make it easy for you this time and let you know when I see him. But normally you'd either kill your... But we're bringing this... I'd wish you luck, but we both know it's more about skill. Okay, Adrastos is likely wandering the streets around here somewhere. Open up your scanner and look for anyone with a bounty. We may need to check other areas.
Never ever go outside the city walls after sunset.
Can I help you? You know, he would be pretty pissed if he knew I squealed. Who knows what he'd do to me? I might take you up on that offer. If I'm picking up what you're laying down, you could probably make some of those charges go away if I... You're a tracker. Your whole job is based on bringing in fugitives, yet you think I'd believe you just let... You really need to work on your technique.
I bet I could convince you to take my boot up your ass. Start...
Wow, okay, yeah. See, that guy's good. So...
Tell us where he is. Now. If you're...
Now you're getting the hang of it. I'm stuck. Truth is, Hannibal could be anywhere. I don't know how to tell you...
I don't believe you.
But, I know. Look, I'm not dumb enough to lie to trackers. I know. It's an old abandoned star yard in the Andromos system. Andromos 4A to be exact. Surrounded by a field of giant space rocks. Actually, you can, that's...
Great. You're coming with us, then. You run, you die. You cause a commotion, you die. You so much as sneeze.
I die, I think. Well, what are we waiting for?
Right. Hey, rookie, a word?
I thought getting caught would be a lot worse than this. This is actually kind of fun.
So normally, you'd register Drastos with the system and leave him bound for someone to come pick him up. But, now, if we show up in my ship, we'll lose the element of surprise. I'd rather keep our cards close to our chest. Settle down. I have no intention of risking your ship when you're not... Anyway, I've got something better. See, the last guy I took in wound up dead and unknowingly donated his ship. It's a nice ride. We'll use that. Drastos is gonna help.
Oh, I am?
Or he'll find himself in deep space. He's going to play it as if he jacked a ship and brought it to be chopped up. And he's going to do it without giving it away that we're on board because he knows what'll happen if he does.
As I was saying,
Great. Let's get... The ship's parked at the spaceport. You'll be the one in the pilot seat.
Tough living here, but live on your own terms.
Yeah, I've heard. All right, shall we?
That's far enough.
Hey, it's me, Adrastos. Am I coming in?
Loud and clear, Mr. Dakota.
Perfect. Look, I just lifted this sweet ride from some poor sap in Aquila. I need to bring it into the shop. You got room?
She's a beaut, all right. We'll get those numbers filed off, and then we'll decide if we want to keep her as is or strip her for parts. Bay 1 is almost free. You're clear to dock with it. See you on the inside.
See? Look at that. Smooth and easy as Chunk's pie.
We'll see. Make sure you're suited up and ready for anything, Rookie. Easy part's over. Expect resistance once we get inside. Something tells me they're not going to come kindly to us.
Probably not. Hey, what about me?
What about you? You're staying right here on board, and we're locking the door behind us so no one can get in or out. You know, just in case you were hoping for your friends to help you. Me and my partner will go in and grab Hannibal. We'll be back before you know.
Okay, Rookie. Remember, they shoot at us, that's on them. They chose their fate. It's open season on assholes. It's my preference to take Hannibal in alive. He's more valuable that way. But if it comes down to it, we'll do what we've gotta do. Let's go get him. the loading bay door is sealed shut. It might be our only chance. If I recall the layout of the station from the outside, it should give us access to the docking bay. If there's only a slight chance it'll jettison us into space, I'm willing to take the risk. Just keep your eyes and ears open. I'll try to give you some instructions to help you out, but if they shoot at you, return fire. It's the hope. He's our... Now, if the question is, do I trust him? That's a different... I saw another way in from below. We can get down there. Might be worth checking out anyway. sucker open and fire that missile.
can't give up! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold up! You got the wrong guy! I'm not Hannibal, I swear! I just work for him! I ain't lying! I'm telling you the truth! For real! It's like this, see? Hannibal rarely goes out. But when he does, he goes under an assumed identity and leaves me. Sometimes it's Adrastos, sometimes it's Chase, Jackie, Scotty, whatever. He's got 100 of them. It's one of the reasons he never gets caught. I'm just Deke. Deke Hansen.
Motherfuck. I don't want to...
Sure. Whole reason he does this is in case someone comes looking for him. He's gotta have at least a couple dozen other contingency plans even I don't know about.
Luckily, Adrastos, Hannibal, whoever the hell he is still on our ship. He didn't think that part through. What do you want to do with this guy? Your call, rookie. For what it's worth, I don't remember ever seeing a... Roger that. Okay, come on.
Hello, trackers. By now you've probably found my associate Deke and learned that he is not in fact me, and that I am not who I said I was. Darn it, I know, right? Anyway, if you look out the window, you can see I'm taking your beautiful ship. Thanks, by the way. But don't worry, I won't leave you stranded. I'm not that bad a guy. You'll find a container nearby with a key to an old junker that should hold up long enough to get you home. I've left you some other goodies too, just so there's no hard feelings. It should unlock now. As for me, I think I'm out of the stolen ship business after this, so I won't trouble you anymore. So long, and thanks for playing.
Well, it makes it hard to hate him. Almost. Oh, we gotta get back.
God damn, he wasn't kidding. This thing looks like it can barely fly. Still, that Hannibal is something else. Could have marooned us and left us to starve. Just when we get home.
Good to go. Have a nice time in Aquila City.
Got a friend mining on Sidonia for a while.
Welcome back, recruit. I assume your return means you have successfully completed your...
I'll let you say it, rookie.
Is this true, Roach? I know Hannibal has a reputation for being elusive, but I believe defend...
Thanks for the vote of confidence, no one, but unfortunately it's true. Like a heat leech, the squirmy bastard was there under our noses the whole time. He escaped our notice and left us stranded. I'll fill you in later.
More importantly, Roach, how do you evaluate your partner's...
Even if we didn't catch our target, Rookie here did a good job. I stood back and advised. Rookie did most of the work. They'd make a good tracker.
I trust your endorsement, Roach. With that, your assessment is complete. Roach believes you did well. Other bounties on the display will now be available to you. as will the downstairs lounge. There, you will find the elite bounty board, with tougher missions. Lastly, you will choose a call sign. This is how other trackers will know you within the Alliance. It will obfuscate your identity and keep you safe. It is affirmed. Henceforth, you shall be known among trackers as Mantis.
Well, it isn't the rookie.
You need anything, Bloodhound?
What's up, Tracker?
The Alliance is strong and getting stronger by the day.
May Aquari's death be as swift as
I can barely speak.
What can I do for you?
She's why I'm not. Can't put her at risk. I'll just have to live vicariously through the trackers that stole through here.
I hear that. Well, you know, anyone stupid enough to go after your girl would see us rain fire down on them faster and more ruthless than the wrath of hell itself.
I know. All the same, it was time to get out anyway. Thanks, though.
Yes, that was like
Agent Koyos, at your service. What do you request of me?
I mean...
Mostly, stand around waiting for someone to interact with me. I am connected to the tracker database, so when a tracker either has or needs information about a certain target, they come to me. My directive is to assist trackers with any queries they have, and if desired, give advice based on the information we have compiled. No, it is a pseudo-acronym meant to emphasize my station as hardware and software. My programmer thought it would be clever, but clearly it goes over most heads. Koyos was a Greek Titan god, born of Uranus and Gaia. He was known as a Titan of knowledge and queries. But I wouldn't expect you to know that. Goodbye.
Starfield's treating you well out there.
Aquila's really the heart of the Freestar Collective.
Hey, deputy.
Aquila City's
Unknown vessel has been identified as
Oh, I'm sorry. We'll go. We'll go. Just need to
A
find
year or
time.
two back, I shared a drink with Ron and Flo. That man could
Barely
drink.
a part of the Freestar Collective.
Okay, hold up.
So, Henry's new batch. How'd it go over?
It's bad, Eloise. Really bad. You should have seen Sam's face when he drank it. It was like he was sucking a lemon. Gladys literally gagged. Everyone's been talking about it.
What? That's terrible.
I had to give them all free burgers to smooth things over. I took all of Henry's old stuff off the menu. Can we get a refund?
I'm not looking forward to
The
talking to
mayor's all
Henry.
right. Always painting too rosy a picture.
But I'll take care of it.
Late one night, Annie Wilcox tried to arrest me for public indecency. She'll be a terror when she grows up.
Eloise can hook you up with a drink or a room. I just help out around the place.
just keep your gun holstered during your stay.
Don't look at me, I haven't got a clue.
Ashtar are sometimes spotted by the farms. That's why we only use robots outside the wall.
It's true. My husband runs one. Weston needs to get his brother focused on food production instead of wasting time brewing beer. If I ran things, something happened to Henry's beer? But I'm sure I know nothing about. Here's some credits for delivering the news. I really don't understand. Well, no, not as such. Those knuckleheads have... Sorry to talk your ear off. Have a good one.
Council of Governors meeting our very own Aquila City.
That's just a lack of empathy. They're willing to change.
The Jansen family immigrated here from the UC.
Anything I can help you with? Need some work done?
Just taking things.
Okay, no problem.
You know how it is.
Looks to me like you're already in pretty good... Okay, no problem. Okay, no problem.
went to chef school?
So you
Aquila City is lucky that Hope Tech still deals with them after the I come here offering business. I'm a senior vice president. Cut my teeth with mineral acquisitions for some of the pricier things. I was really looking forward to having my own. That's right on the money. So Ron Hope assigns me to Aquila City, and I'm excited, but I need a place to sleep here. And damn it, you'd think I plowed through us. Listen, I'm not the one selling some priceless history. And give them the satisfaction. Thanks for hearing me out. Hope you have. Who the who? Wait. Oh, hell. Elias Cartwright. That man's always had it out for me. My credits are as good as anyone else around here. I got a business proposition. 10,000 credits, and I take that alleged will off your hands. No questions asked. Suit yourself. But there's no way Elias Cartwright or any of those other cores. Yeah, might get some more on the back end. Your casserole seals the deal.
Don't you need to wait for the contract to be signed?
This ain't the UC. We shook hands and the deal's done. Should have the contract signed tomorrow.
Hey, I heard you had Dunlop's disease.
Wish my granddad was still with us. What happened to the Hassanu? Old Sahar was so sad near the end. But, you got it! That's wonderful! But Blake Aldwell... Let me think back. There was a Blake. Might be we can track him or any surviving... I'll get my lawyer on this. And we can maybe see a Hassanu? You've more than earned this. You've done the city a... You're standing on one of the oldest... Have a wonderful visit.